Joined now by Syracuse head coach Gary Gait. Get an opening statement from the coach, and then we'll take questions. Coach.
Yeah, tough game. Obviously, #1 team in the country in Notre Dame. We hung around for a while, but unfortunately they took control in the second half, made plays when they needed to, and came out on top. Tough one for us. We'll learn and get better and move forward.
Questions.
Sean Light told us they made an adjustment at halftime to start sliding you guys a little bit slower. Did you feel like that impacted the offense in the second half?
I think a little bit probably. We weren't getting those open looks like we were in the first half. We weren't finding the people inside. They were just definitely marking a little tighter. And we just didn't really – we kept making some simple mistakes as well in that third quarter, giving the ball back to them. We didn't have a lot of possessions in that quarter, so that made it tough.
Joey started out hot with the first half hat trick, but then he went a little bit silent after that. I was wondering what was really working for him early on, and then what kind of changed in the second half for him.
Well, the second half was possessions and turnovers, really, and face-offs. We lacked the possessions in the second half, and when we did get the possessions, we gave the ball back with the turnovers, and it's a tough way to win if you can't maintain the ball or make plays.
Now confirmed as a 3 seed at the ACC tournament. What's your kind of outlook heading into that, and what kind of gives you hope heading into ACCs next Friday?
Oh, it's a new week, and it's neutral, and it's an opportunity to reset and replay, and we get an opportunity to play a team that got us in Carolina, and we're looking forward to it, and we'll regroup, get dialed in, and hopefully make a run.
Despite giving up about 16 goals at the end, Jimmy had, I think, about 18 saves in total. What did you make of kind of his performance again?
He played solid. We just, I think they had 33 shots in the second half and doubled us up in the second half on shots, and it's just, you can only ask the guy to do so much, and he played really well, but we gotta make some plays in the face-off area, continue to try and compete at that phase of the game, and then we got to make plays down the O end so we can take some pressure off.
When Notre Dame has the same amount of shots on goal as you guys have in shots in total, what does that say, and how do you address that?
I'm not sure, because the same number of shots on goal.
You guys they had 34 shots on goal. You guys had 34 shots total throughout the game. What does that say, and how do you address that?
It's exactly what I just said. The possessions through turnovers and lack of face-off wins and making mistakes. It's hard to win when you do that.
Two more questions. Coach, you said on Thursday that you wanted your team to show up ready to play. How would you acclimate how that panned out?
They actually, we had a great first half, but I think we went in at halftime and they felt really good about the way they were playing and kind of took the foot off the pedal and came out, and Notre Dame, they were down by a goal at half and came out and said, let's do something about it, and they did.
Final question.
What can you take from the way that Notre Dame responded to being down there, and maybe the way your team didn't respond to that?
Well, what we do is we take it, we talk about it, we learn from it, and we move forward. So that's what we're going to do.
Perfect. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Gary.